Hi keepers, it's Willow. It's almost bedtime and I've got a book. Secrets of the Seashore. It's a shine-a-light book. I've got my flashlight, so let's get started. Secrets of the Seashore, a shine-a-light book by Karen Brown and Alyssa Nasser. A tide pool is bustling with life. If you look closely between the rocks, beneath fronds of seaweed, and on the sandy bed, you'll see animals living there. Shine a flashlight behind the page or hold it up to the light to reveal what is hidden in and around the tide pool. Discover a small world of great surprises. A tide pool is a hollow on the seashore. Can you see what happens when the tide comes in? Whoosh! The seawater flows in with the tide and fills the tide pool. Creatures that live in seawater have waited for the tide pool to fill. What's hiding in those shells? Bubble, bubble, mussels keep their blue shells tightly shut while the tide is out. Now they open their shells and begin to feed. Creatures cling to the rocks around the pool. Who could live in shells like these? Barnacles come to life in the water. They reach out their feathery legs to wave tiny pieces of food in their mouth. Other creatures are waking up too. What are these jewel-like animals? Stretch! Two sea anemones are searching for food with their long, wriggly tentacles. They eat small fish and shrimp. Dark nooks under rocks are perfect hiding places. Can you see who is resting here? Click, click. A crab holds its pincers up, ready to grab a tidbit to eat. The crab is on the move, but there's another hunter nearby. Hold tight! A starfish uses tube-like suckers on its underside to hold on to the rock. Another animal with suckers is resting in the tide pool. Can you count its 8 arms? An octopus has 8 long arms with suckers on the underside. It crawls slowly over the rocks. There is an animal hiding in the sand. Only its eyes can be seen. What do you think it is? Splish splash, a small fish lives in the tide pool. It hides under rocks, in seaweed, and in the sand. Another tide pool creature lives in this large shell. What do you think it could be? Surprise! A hermit crab has made his home in the empty shell. This whelk is sharing its part of the tide pool with small swimming creatures. Can you see them? Swish! Shrimp move backward by flinging or flicking their tails. Their see-through bodies are much easier to find when they move. Something is waving in the water. Which plants live in the sea? Slick and slimy seaweed anchors itself to rocks and grows in the sun. What is slithering along in the seaweed? A whelk is looking for the other fish. A whelk is looking for other shellfish. It can drill a hole through a shell to eat the creature inside. A sleek sea otter has spotted something. Can you see what she wants for dinner? Ouch! Most animals stay away from those nasty spikes, but a sea urchin is a tasty meal for the sea otter. Which orange-beaked bird lives on the seashore? An oyster catcher is calling out to other birds. Can you see what the oyster catcher has found in the sand? It's a clam. The oyster catcher's long beak is perfect for finding buried food. Slowly the tide retreats, and with it much of the water in the tide pool. Its animals and plants are resting again, waiting for the next tide to come in. Hey keepers, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for joining me. This was my very first Shine a Light book, and I thought it was really fun. I hope you have a good night's sleep tonight and sweet dreams. Good night.